Today, I am going to discuss about Gestalt psychology, which is one of the important school of thoughts among the five schools of psychology. Gestalt psychology was born in Germany. It was founded by Max Weber, and the other prominent founder of this school was Kafka, Kohler, and Levin. Actually, Gestalt is a German word which means complete configuration. Gestalist emphasized on the role of configuration in the perceptual field and also highlight the role of insight learning and understanding. Here the word insight learning means insight learning means whenever we use our cognitive power or our thinking power in learning or to solve any sort of problem, it's called insight learning. There were some principles of Gestalt psychology on which the psychology based, and these are proximity, symmetry, similarity, continuity, figure ground, closure, uh, and what is the common fit. Okay. Among the fundamental tenets of Gestalt psychology, one line is very famous. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and it is the whole which determines the behavior of its parts. This one line can sum up the whole Gestalt psychology. Now, to understand this line, let's we take one example. Here, I have already drawn a figure of bicycle. Whenever we look on this object figure, we understand that it's a bicycle. At first look, we don't identify its different parts, like it has two wheels, uh, it is two tires, it's one handle or one seat. We don't identify bicycle like this. Whenever we see this figure, we understand that it's a bicycle. So, as a human being, whenever we see an object, our mind or our brain accepts its whole figure. Okay. Now, the Gestalt psychology also has a holistic approach. To understand this, let us take another example. Right, I drawn some dots. Here are some dots I draw here. When we see the dots, we don't identify the particular dots, the dots 1, dots 2, dots 3, not like that. Whenever we see these dots, we identify these dots organized as a square of dots. If or whether we find the information, we get the information in forms of dots, but our mind or our brain accepts it at the as the square of dots, as the square, like that. So it is our tendency, or whenever our psychological events takes place, we understand is a whole. What the object we see, we take it's the whole figure. Now, in this case, the dots are in organized figure. Many times it is happened that whatever we see are not in organized figure. Suppose in our early childhood, in the cloudy days, whenever we see the clouds in the sky, we have a fantasy. We have a fantasy like that. We see the clouds in the sky and try to imagine them as the white big bear or like a big elephant or like a monster. This all we make the imaginary figure of the clouds. Whether the clouds actually are in diffused form and are disoriented form. So it is the tendency of our mind. We try to understand or we want to see the objects in a oriented way and as a whole, right? And now I think I'm quite clear what I want to say about Gestalt psychology. Now I move on the education contribution of Gestalt psychology. Gestalt psychology emphasized uh, the preparation of subjects or teaching the subjects in a classroom as a whole to make the learning more meaningful to the students and more conceptual to them. And it is also used in curriculum making in school, syllabus making, and other WATS plans. And it is also used in holistic teaching, holistic learning, evaluation, that's all. And now, Gestalt psychology has some limitations also. It is failed to explain the learning beyond the perceptual level, and it is unable to explain the strengthening of behavior, and sometimes occasionally learning takes place as a trial and error, but Gestalt psychology failed to explain it. That's all, whatever I want to say about Gestalt psychology. Thank you.